welcome to Delta Lodge Outdoors. I'm your host, Julius Craig. This is a show where we attempt to bring quality information on topics to people and work and listen from our viewers and guests on what's going on in the industry and just overall have fun. You might learn something, you might not, but we're going to have fun doing it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Delta Lodge Outdoors. Hope y'all been doing well. It looks like we're getting some good run activity here at where I'm hunting at my place. So, Saturday, a little bit of hunting. Saw, would have been I think he's 2.5. He may be 3.5. I'm almost positive he's 2.5. Should have been an 8-point, but one side was completely broke off. He was standing, I hunted in one area of my place. And, come out, walked to the truck, and looked across from where I was parked at because I wanted to go down the bay where my son's, where the kids' hot stand's at, and go park at it, and then go all the way back to where we have a good scrape line and see if it was how active it was. Since we started getting rain Saturday evening, Sunday night for like a couple days, I didn't mind going in there and putting a little scent in there to see, because it would pretty much wash away just if I did drop my scent to see what was going on. And literally, as I'm driving across the field to where their stand is, I stop looking at a deer, and it's black powder up here, so I get out, look at him through the scope of my black powder, look at his head, put the crosshairs back on his body, and decide to lay the gun up on the roof of the truck and get my phone out and go take a picture, and he kind of tried it off as I did, and one side was completely broke off. It was pencil thin, so he's a young deer. I'm actually almost positive he literally, we see him. I hadn't saw him this year because, I haven't been around that much, during the week, and then on weekends, either I'm up and gone when I'm going to do something or whatever. So, but he last year during the summer, like June, not this past June and May and June, July, but last year, May, June, July, we would see him in the backyard. We had the dogs there, so they might keep him pretty much out of the backyard. But as soon as he tried it off, he went to the tail end of their food plot where I have a trail of, we're in a distant area that goes all the way back into the woods. He went to it and so basically he ran to where my house would be, behind my house. So, that's what he hit. So, maybe I'm highly doubtful shooting him. Won't let one of the boys shoot him either. Because like I said, he's 2.5, 3.5. He's going to be a stud deer in a couple of years. Then, so I went back after that and checked the, sorry, I got sidetracked. One of my dogs coming back here. So I went back after that and checked the, I'm sitting in my truck in the field right now. So I went back after that and checked the scrape line that I was talking about. And sure enough, pretty much, it's like 6 scrapes. We made 4, 2 were existing. There's like 6 scrapes opened up on that line. Several trees are rubbed about, the trees aren't but about 3 to 4 inches round, but they're rubbed 3 foot in the air. So, from center of it's almost 2.5, 3 feet. So it's a good deer, more than likely. And then I shifted around and I ended up seeing a deer with it. And it didn't run, just eased up. I caught it through the woods, moving across it, and I wasn't starting to blow and run, but I wasn't able to get where I could see exactly what it was, so I left it alone. And I came back up. Because we would this evening, this Saturday, like I said, be a great evening to hunt. But not going to be hunting because it's championship for my son's youth football team. So we have to go to that this evening. Luckily, it's a home game, and we'll go to it. Hopefully, they win. The team they're playing, my son's team beat them earlier in the year. Like last game of the season, they beat them. So where my son's team played undefeated, but I hate to say it like this, the better team lost that night. My son's team scored in regulation 4 touchdowns with 4 2-point conversions to be at 32 points. They were up at one point 12, more than 12, like maybe, I don't know, like 16 points on the other team. And at the end of regulation, it was 32-32. The other team scored 5 touchdowns with 1 2-point conversion. That's how they got to 32. So if they had got any other of their 2-point conversions, they'd have beat them in regulation. Then went to overtime. The Suns team ran a great play and got a touchdown. And the way Oklahoma rules work is you go until you get 4 downs to score, and you go until somebody doesn't score. So the other team got the ball back, down obviously a touchdown. And so they it was 4th down. They made a pass and play. It was ruled incomplete. Didn't look like it to me, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So we got out. We escaped that one. Then they had to play at semifinals last weekend, and my son's team blew their opponent out of the water. And that team that they're going to be playing for the championship this week had to play another pretty decent team, and they beat them. Yeah, but they ended up beating them. So I think it's going to be a pretty good game. It'll come down to if all the coaching changes were made, the way my son's coach changed everything actually works. I don't see it working. But we'll go from there. Not my monkey, not my circus. Never watch my son play, and hope he hope he has a good game. Hope he doesn't get hurt. So that's all. That's what I have going on. That's my whole Saturday rundown. Tomorrow, like I said, it's supposed to start raining tonight around. If my son was lucky, to start raining about 5 p.m. and have it field a sloppy mess where the other team can't pass the ball because the other team's a passing offense. If they can pass, I see it being a long night. All 5 of their touchdowns a couple weeks ago were passing touchdowns. My son got beat once. The other cornerback got beat, I think, twice, and the safety got beat twice and had 1 or 2 pass interference calls. So they moved my son, the cornerback, the linebacker, and they got him blitzing every down. We'll see what happens there. And they moved it, moved it around. So we'll see what happens. Moved the other corner to safety. Moved safety to corner, and one of the linebackers to corner because they got a little more size or something. So we'll see how it turns out. I think if the other team can throw the ball, they're going to get torched. And I would take the same thing if my son was still playing cornerback. I think it'd be a hell of a long night. But hey, he's playing linebacker, so we'll see if he can actually get home on his blitzes. If the rain holds off and doesn't start raining until like 9, 10 o'clock tonight, then it's going to be a long game, I think. Or a really short game, because they have a 45 rule. So then tomorrow, if it's not raining, I'll make a morning hunt, which will be Sunday. If it is raining, we won't hunt Sunday. It depends on how heavy it's raining, if we hunt Sunday or not. They're talking about a bunch of heavy rain around here, so we'll see, like anywhere from 4 to 7 inches over like the next 72 hours starting tonight. And, we may not get anything at all, the weather is. So that's what we have going on Sunday. Then I think on Monday, Tuesday, it's supposed to rain. I'll see what I got going on hunting-wise, because, like I said, I'm in the middle of swapping jobs, so I took a week off between the two. I'll hunt Monday, Tuesday, if I can. Even if it's not here, I'll probably go hunt somewhere. Because then Wednesday, go pick up some feed stuff. Thursday, see what the weather's doing for hunting. Friday, I got to pick up my new company work truck. And we're back at the weekend. I'm trying to hunt because like we got good. I saw yesterday morning when I left to go to town. There was a big. It happened so quick. I don't know how many points he had, but he was between 8 and 12 mass chasing a doe, and I almost hit him. Like he almost hit my truck. But speaking of trucks, I actually got, for y'all that have been listening this entire time, I got my truck back finally from the Ford place. It ended up with the wiring harness, the body wiring harness, and like the main wiring harness had to be replaced. So they had to replace, which makes me wonder if it was actually ever a motor issue that maybe these wiring harnesses had issues to start with. But I'm really not worried about it. Like I can't really, it was all under warranty, so I can't bitch too. I'm not gonna bitch about it because I got a brand new factory engine with 100,000 miles of warranty on it. So, hey, 6.7 Ford turbo diesel with another 100,000 miles of warranty. Can't really complain. So, I have it back. So I actually may go somewhere to hunt. If it's raining here, too bad to hunt. I may run to one of the WMAs I'll be on the other side of the rain and hunt it for a couple days. Even though it's bow hunting because the rut's on pretty good. So that'll probably be a rundown on what I do over the next few days, and then we'll there on what everything looks like. Hopefully hopefully when rifle season starts, we'll be able to get the boys on a deer or two. Hunter's been hunting pretty heavy, and so he'll end up getting one this year, I do believe, without a problem. Is the November 23rd through December 8th is a rifle, so Hunter will hunt pretty heavy in that because I'll have I know he will, because I should have we'll be able to hunt the 23rd, 24th, and I should have the 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 1st off for sure. So, there Thanksgiving, so we'll hunt it pretty heavy. And if he hasn't got one, then I hope he can get one then. But he'll bow hunt between now and rifle season. He'll probably end up using crossbow and hunting. I just got to see how that works for him because he wants to saddle hunt when he goes, which I don't blame him. I enjoy my saddle. But it's a lot for him being up in the saddle with the crossbow, and I don't know. I'm nervous enough when I'm going to dropping like a gun from up there and damaging the optics on it, but I really don't want him dropping like. I don't ever hunt with my crossbow. I use my gearhead compound, and before that I used a Bowtech or a Bear. I won years back a Titan M1 crossbow on one of the Facebook raffle groups, and that's what he killed his first deer with. And I don't have but like $32 in it. It was a $1,000 crossbow, but I would hate to get it completely destroyed because he drops it, and I know how upset he would be. So I don't want it getting, So we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. But it just depends on what we got going on. Because right now, the only great thing about it, it's dry, so all this rain will help with that. But also the acorns that are still on the ground are still falling. We're supposed to have some wind with this rain, so I knock all them out, then it'll rain. So it should make them go bad faster, which help with getting the deer back to normal. When it's a bumper acorn crop, see, I have 80 acres and about 30 of it's woods that we hunt, and it's all oak trees. Then I'm surrounded by all that ties into a property that ties into a property. It's probably 1,000 acres of oak trees around here. So it's it's a mess getting everything situated so that you can locate the deer. Like, I've got some does I've seen. Like I said, I saw the bucks one. We have deer activity. It's just I haven't shot my does yet because I was hoping to get an opportunity for Hunter to shoot a doe. And I didn't want to shoot the buck this morning because he's young with great potential and one side was broke. So I let him walk. So we'll go from there. I feel like middle of this week, everything ought to be right. The deer ought to be right, and we ought to be getting some deer. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it's my wife's Great Pyrenees. Yeah. What is he doing? How did he get where he's at? Sorry. He's patrolling the fence line. And those dogs are weird. Like, I don't know how familiar some of y'all are with them, but it's like, they've literally, like, they will not chase deer or anything because they're a herd protector. So, like, the goats and everything, they're designed, like, to watch them. And, like, the horses, they'll go out there with them. But the horses don't mess with them anymore because they figured out that they wasn't there to bother them. The funny thing was the donkey in them, because the donkey's a herd protector, and so are they. So them and the donkey, we kind of fight some. But everybody gets along now. But, like, what's crazy about him is, like, I'm pretty sure that's Woody, my male, wandering around. And, because you have to lock him up when I'm going anywhere I'm out, because, it's like I told my wife, I said, if I ever get lost, all you gotta do is show up with wherever I'm at with him, and that dog will find me. He doesn't know I'm sitting in my truck. He come here and he saw the truck, but he didn't see me. So now he's searching. And actually what's funny is that he come back down the fence line, which was where I came out this morning after I went and looked. And he just come back so far and hooked the left. He's following my scent trail back in. He's trying to figure out where I'm at. He doesn't know I'm actually sitting in this truck, like, in the cab right now recording with y'all. So he's looking for me. But what I was getting at before I went on that ramble is, like, I've literally had deer get up when we go out to do something and him be with me, and or Birdie, which is the female, and them just look at the deer and not worry about it. So, and actually I see her coming up the dirt road to where I'm at now. So I usually put them up. Like, I put them up anytime I'm going out to hunt so they won't follow me. But I told my wife, I was like, look, I'm just going out there. I need to get out of the house a minute. I'm going to go and record. And I want to check this food plot and see what's going on with it. And the dogs are looking for me. It's kind of entertaining. So, but that's what I told my wife. I said, like, don't worry about putting them up. Because putting them up is putting them in the house. So I wasn't doing that because I put them in this morning. I put them in the house this morning at like 5:30. Yeah, around 5:30, and I didn't get back in like 11. So, yeah, she's like, do they have to come back in? I'm like, no, they don't. So, they're out and about, running around. But that pretty much sums up what we have going on this week. Hopefully it turns into a good luck week. I've got the time off to be able to hunt it. So hopefully that's how it turns out. Today and tomorrow is the last days of... Sorry, excuse me. Last days of black powder, then it goes back to bow. So, we'll hop into bow season and see how it turns out with the rut. But y'all let us know how your season's going. We'll go and reach out to us because we want to show, be a guest. If you killed a good deer or you've been having good luck, just want to tell stories, come on here with us. Got Flies Outdoors, Julius Craig.
Alright, so with that, this is November the 3rd on Sunday. Switch this over. It'll go live Tuesday the 5th. We've had some rough storms come through the state of Oklahoma last night. A few more days of it. Some tornadoes and everything. So, y'all stay safe out there. If you know anybody that's had some damage, let us know. see what we can do. Y'all stay safe. Thanks. Julius Craig, Dr. Fly Job.